And exactly as we've announced, we're going to do a stream now, probably 60 minutes, more or less, dependable completely on on the viewers of the stream. So this is Soren Chess Coach, your friend, uh, broadcasting right now on this beautiful Sunday. 18 degrees Celsius here in London. Good for running, good for cycling. If you're in a mood, or maybe the mood sets off after you start cycling. So, you never know. Just start cycling. Other than that, you could play chess, for instance, and that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna play some chess in forms of puzzle solving or maybe friendlies. Um, we are going to see about this, and I think I'm gonna start with a puzzle rush in the opening, and then we'll take it from there. Grab your coffees. I think I might go just myself and get another cup of coffee or tea, something. Okie dokie. Uh, let's do this. Is there any live games? Hold on a second. There are a couple of events here. Tech Mahindra, Global Chess League. That would be nice. Do they play anything or is it scheduled to happening at some point today? Let me just scroll down. Follow the games. No, no, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Oh, July the 2nd. So they finished, right? Results. Okay, so Ganji's Grandmasters have won with 8 points. They're gonna play any more games? I don't think so. Round 10, July the 1st. Round 9, okay. So that was the last round? Round 10. Yeah, okay. So they played yesterday the last round. Oh, okay. So no more from this event in particular, but I'm pretty sure many other chess events will be following. Not a problem, really. Not a problem. What do we do? Puzzle Rush, we said. Exactly what. So then, I think I've changed it back to kick.com from Twitter. I'm just messing with him. This one, because of the bishop. So that's for warming up sort of exercises. What do we do? Oh, rook, yes, of course. We got a rook because the queen was covering those escaping squares. This. I think that's quite exploitable. Okay, what else have we got in here? That one, yes, of course. This rook is hanging. Now we've got this knight on h6, ready to play. We've got this. Just about to play a bad move. That one looks quite direct. Wait, just wait a second. Aldo. And we've got another one here. Okay, what do we do? Well, we've got this. That's for sure. And this. Quite straightforward. Okay, so far so good. Let's take it one step further. Now, with what do we do? What's the trick? What do I take here? I think I should. Like this. Okay, wait. Yeah, I think I'm happy to take and then just taking this. Is this a check? And then probably checkmate in other two moves. That's quite strong, isn't it? That's quite strong too. Now we've got another check here. And I think that would be first. That would be the second. That would be the third. Quite a move. Oh, I'm promoting with this guy. So, hey, am I? Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole thing is that I'm promoting first. So that's very important. Shall we go like this and then playing in this fashion? Yeah, that's fine. What else do we do here? Whose turn is now? Oh, white plays. I think that will do because I'm promoting. What do we do? Check and mate on F2. What's the trick here? What did I miss? I think it's a queen sacrifice. Is it? Yeah, I was right about this one because the black king can't escape due to the two pawns present. So we good to go with that one. Hey, that one looks quite okay. Now we gotta discover check. Question is, where on earth do I get that rook? Do I just take the? Do I just take the queen? I think I just should take the queen, right? Is there anything else I'm doing? That takes too long, by the way. Uh, that just takes too long. I have to. Okay, that was just so time consuming. So time consuming. Wait, takes way too long. That was the first mistakes of 26 puzzles. Yeah, to be expected now. We're gonna do funky stuff. What's next? I think this. Okay, but you know, time is of the essence, and you do not have time. That's what you don't have in the puzzle rush. You don't have time, and you mess up like a lot. Okay, what do we do? Do I take this rook? Do I do something else? I think I should be taking the rook, then getting the rooks in like this or something. I'm just gonna take this guy, and I think I could play the other rook here, and if they push thing, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, probably was something else, but hey, 27. Okay, okay. Let me check if we are going okay on the other platforms. Briefly now. TikTok.com. What is that thing? That app. I'm barely using it anyway. I mean, just whole thing with the multi-stream. Just try to just put like. I mean, I'm just using 5 destinations. That should be live right now. Should be live. Is it? I don't know. Let me check. It doesn't show nothing. Their mobile app is not very functional on chess on Kick.com. I can't see nothing. Let me go to actually double checking with the Facebook and YouTube. I think most important. Yeah, this one works just fine. Let me have a look now on the YouTube, which I guess shouldn't be any problem. Hasn't been any problem in the past either, so I don't see why. But it's good to check. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, guys, shall we do some puzzles together, or would you like to have some game analysis of the stuff you've played, or some friendlies? You do let me know, people. How would you proceed now? Drink more tea. Should I go with another puzzle rush? But I don't know how fast could I be. I mean, a puzzle survival, so I can think things through. I'm not incredibly fast. Not at this moment, anyway. A new rush. A new rush. Okay. New rush. Survival will take me like 2 hours, and I may or may not go past 50. Okay, black to move now. So, okay, at least 10, 15, we should be able to pull up a streak of 15 or 20. But then they're getting really complicated. Okay, so what am I doing here? Got this. I think it should be, right? Oh, I'm in check. Can you believe that? Well, I can't block, so I have to move. That was weird. That was a weird puzzle. That really was a slightly weird puzzle. Huh. Anyway, let's go with this. Now, hi there, Emir. Let's play this. Guys, if you can log in via Twitch would be helpful because I'm trying to get those concurrent viewership. So Emir, if that's accessible, would be really, really, really good. Really helpful if you could go via Twitch would be good. So let me see. What do I do here? Pushing the pawn? Pushing the pawn. That would be just fine. Queen here. Got a checkmate there. We've got, what other stuff have we got in here? No, we don't. We just do this. Oh. That will do. Just about to play a bad one. That would be a smothered. Yeah, that's okay then if you don't have it. Hi there, Josh. No, just like two more folks, I guess. Right. Josh, if you can log in via Twitch would be helpful if you can. That is. What do we play here? What do? We can do a check first, and then we collect the bishop on h3, which is completely vulnerable and exposed. Got this check, and then taking the bishop. Not. We've got to check with what? With this rook? I think so, yeah. Okay, why to move here? What am I playing? Am I doing this or am I doing that? Well, thank you very much, Amir. I don't know if you can though, because I'm not an affiliate just yet, because I'm just exactly for the concurrent viewership. That's the thing. So what am I doing? I've got check here and I've got a check here. Which one is the finisher? I think this one. And well, at least I'm just getting some material here. What am I playing? Why to move? What is the checkmate? This one. Of course, I want to promote and I'll take the knight. So queen taking. Now they go via that square. Now I'm promoting and it should be checkmate in a couple of moves. Queen is hanging. Well, the pawn was pinned, so to speak. So we can say it was hanging. H7 going for black to play here in this position. What do we do? We've got a check here. Then we got another one here. Is this the correct way? No, it was not. So that one looks like quite safe-ish, if I may say that. What do I play? What do I play? Oh, queen is gone. Before taking queen, no, I think I have to take the queen. I'll have to capture the queen. Black to play here. Rook is hanging. And any other? Yes, that would be it. Well, oh, sorry, what did I miss? I'm not going back now. I'm not going back. We have a check here. No, we have... What exactly have we gotten? Puzzle 23. Puzzle 23. What am I doing? Let me think. That queen takes, right? And then knight plays. I mean, looks interesting, but probably, yeah, I should have spent more time, but I'm not willing to. Okay. So, guys, if you can log in via Twitch, I'll be more than happy to be playing you, Emir. Just go and make an account on Twitch, and I'll play you straight away. If you do that, of course, we could play. Definitely. So let me have a look at the proper puzzle now. I mean, they were proper puzzle. And I'm going to look up one here. And why to play here in this position. Do you? Does it say that? That's weird. I thought I took him. I thought I took him off. That's weird stuff. On this, is there? Okay, let me. Yeah, I mean, I need those concurrent viewership. That's what it is. I mean, just so if I'm playing guys, it's gotta be like this because I'm not gonna do those viewership. People go a lot via YouTube and other platform, which is absolutely fine. But for the minute now, I'm really trying to get those viewership. So let me go on Twitch and try and deselect that weird stuff with the. You can't hear me. It's weird again. You cannot hear me? I didn't turn off anything. At my end, it says absolutely fine. I did not turn off anything. Everything looks fine on the audio mixer. So you guys tell me what's going on. Only because I've opened up the Twitch. I mean, I just wanted to go to the... weird, because it shouldn't be affecting anything. It's beyond me. If YouTube is glitching, it's completely beyond me. I haven't got a clue why the freaking YouTube is glitching. That's what they do. That's probably what they do. Okay, so let me go to the... You guys, I hope you... Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to go now to the Twitch. I am already on Twitch, and I'll try to deselect that thing with that. In principle, I can if we got like a minimum of 4 players. We need to have a minimum of 4 players. So I'm in the settings on Twitch, guys, and I'm gonna take down any stuff that says that you need to log in with a Gmail or something. Well, I'm not gonna get a haircut probably anytime soon. I had a very long hair because I'm very much into rock metal music. I don't bother that much with the haircuts really. May happen, may not very well. Hey, I'm not live. Oh, I'm live on Twitch. I mean, of course I am. So let me go to the moderation here. Is it the moderation thingy? So you're going block the share. I don't know what's that. All chatters must have. Okay, so I'm going to take some chatters. Email verification is off. So Emir, that's in relation with you. So now I'm looking at it. Email verification is off. Phone number verification is off. I don't know. I'm 47. How old are you, Emir? You're 46. I mean, hold on a second. You can play chess at 90 plus. I mean, how would you want to communicate? I mean, you could be co-host at some point and we can just speak. I don't think that's something related with type it in. I don't think you need to be like 13-year-old to type in. Chat rules. Okay, so I took off the phone number verification and the email verification, Emir. So now if you go on Twitch, it should be fine. At the second. Moderation to the all your urban request. What? I don't know what the heck's that. Right, so phone verification is off, Gmail verification is off. There you go. What else? You should be able to log in then. You shouldn't have a problem now. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna do a couple of puzzles. Just feel free to do whatever feels more positive for you. That's okay. Some people may be joining at some point later. Don't think about that one. Just do whatever feels better for you. That's what matters. That's why you're here in the end. Okay, let's have a look at this puzzle now. Yes, I am 46, if you want to be precise. So, yeah. I am. And chess, probably that'll be one of the things that I'm going to do. For the remainder of this physical life, I'm going to do a lot of chess, and maybe in the next life, if there is such a thing. Well, depends how you look at this one. Because we're playing chess. All right. Amir. Okay, let me just ban you just right now because you're talking a lot of nonsense, man. This weird guy. Hey. Okay, so let's just do bishop takes on f5, pawn takes, queen takes, check. Is this the right way to be playing, I wonder? Bishop takes f5, pawn takes, queen captures, check. Where do they go? They have to go in the corner. There is no other choice. Then we're going to have another check here. And there will be a checkmate on g7. So Josh, we should be able to create one if we get like a minimum of 4 players. So if we get 4 players, it should be absolutely fine. So let's just go 1. Oh, they didn't take because if our opponent would have taken here, which is if the engine would have captured here, and would have been a checkmate in just 2 moves down the road. So got to do something else. And I think, okay, I need to get a queen closer. Should I, perhaps, moving queen over to c1? What do you think, guys? Should we play queen to c1? Hello there, Ashley. Good to see you. Make suggestion here for why. What should be white playing? Queen to C1, you reckon? Or threatening on H6 checkmate? Just let me know. What do you think about this particular position here? Oops, let me close actually the Twitch because we don't need so many windows being open. Let's just go with this ones. Hello, Tanvi. Good to see you. So Queen C1, I'm very happy you're confirming because Queen to C1 and Queen to H6 looks quite unstoppable. Thank you very much for confirming. That's exactly the stuff we want to play. And actually, yeah, that's good. Black can take what? The bishop. Yes, that is correct, Ashley. But then we take it on H6, and that's practically the checkmate. This guy is just a little bit of a distraction. The bishop on F3 was just a slight distraction. Thank you for your idea, Tanvi, and for your participation, Ashley and Josh. Let's have a look at the next one here. Maybe we can make something together. What is this? I mean, is it me or just queen goes on e2 straight away? Black to play. What is going on with this puzzle here? Am I missing some? Oh, I'm in check. Of course, I cannot go to e2 because we are in check. I was just looking for ways to attack, but I was completely oblivious of the check here. I didn't even look at that idea. So I'm in check. Now, ideally, I would love to move the black king out of the pin for a billion reasons. So I would be inclined to say that probably I should be moving king to h. Maybe yes, maybe no. Let me tell you why I wouldn't actually play king to g7 is because I can't refuse the queen straight. So if I do black king to h7, if white queen plays b1, forces the queens to come off the board. So it can't really be played. And I mean, ideally, I would like to move away from the pin too. Not necessarily, but maybe. I mean, we got to take them one by one. If we do this kind of ideas, king to h8, I think Josh wanted to suggest king to h8, if I'm correct. If king to h8 here, I mean, the only thing that might happen would be this. Right? And we are not in pin anymore. So I suspect we could just capture with queen. I mean, not with the queen because I'm losing the f3, but I can take with the knight. Sorry, with the rook. There's no knight here. With the rook. I mean, not with this one in particular, but with this one. I'm not sure. What are the... Tanvi suggests king f7. I don't think that's bad either. Because, I mean, the idea is to not getting checked and to, you know, be as safe as possible. So, king f8, Tanvi suggests now. Thanks for your idea. It could be king to f8, indeed. Not quite sure. Following the bishop on d6. I don't think it's lethal. But I wouldn't put my king to getting more checks. So I want to look for that square which doesn't get any more checks. Potentially. I mean, I'm still getting checked, apparently. So let me look at something else. Probably king h8 is the safest. Or king f7 as Tanvi suggested. Hello, Drawing king. No, but we are in check. That, you know, that was exactly my initial intention, was exactly to put the black queen on e2. Of course, but I'm in check. And that's a tricky stuff because you got to choose one square that is the safest of them all. Or the least dangerous. And I don't know exactly. Probably h8. It could be f7. f8, I don't think I'm discarding. I'm discarding f8. I don't want to look at that one. Although it could be, Tanvi, don't get me wrong, it could be king f8. But bishop d6, then I have to figure out all sorts of things. Do I move the king? Do I take the bishop? You know, this kind of ideas. You just start looking at all sorts of things. So can we perhaps remove all those speculations? Perhaps depends what they throw at us. That one could be met with all sorts of checks indeed. Again, and then we have this. I think it's quite problematic. Quite problematic again. Although after this rook coming over here, where is the problem? So let's say h8, and let's say they do this or that, c3 or b2, then rook here. Bishop takes, right? We take again. And we take again. Tanvi, that's a very interesting idea. King f7, Tanvi suggests here. We are in total pin. You'll not get checked again if you move h8. It's again perpetual. Or it's at least there's a lot of problems. A lot of problems. So Tanvi, I think you might be with the right idea. King f7, we still in the pin, but we don't get any more checks, and we're still threatening the very lethal queen e2. So I think that makes a ton of sense. So although initially I was thinking that I gotta move out of the pin, actually Tanvi might be correct. And kudos to Tanvi. I think she might just having the right idea. King f7. We're still in a pin, but there's no more other checks. And queen e2. What do you think, guys? I am very, very inclined to say that Tanvi is right about this. I think she's absolutely spot on. Anything else that I've suggested, it's still in all sorts of checks and problems. But King f7 looks quite safe-ish. So I'm gonna commit and move King f7 because I think she is right. And all merits in this revelation goes to Tanvi. She got it right, I guess. I think she's absolutely spot on with this one. Tanvi, what's your puzzle rating on chess.com? Oh, you're not using it very often? Or I mean, that's very good ideas. Oh, bloody hell. It must have been another one. But that's totally my fault because I should have checked more. So let me see what was the thing here. Well, now if we take it by elimination, we're going to find all sorts of... What is wrong with h7? Hey, why didn't I play h7? Why didn't I? Oh, because of that thing. Ah. Okay. Oh, but that was the first thought that I said. h7 and then they trade off queens. Is it that bad? Takes. Man, that's a hard puzzle. They are very, very, very difficult. Huh. That's weird. I don't know. Now it could be f8, it could be h7, it could be... Break it out, it could be anything now. I can't simultaneously stream on Twitch? Of course I can, because I'm not an affiliate. Twitch doesn't give a heck about this. They only give a heck when you're an affiliate. Of course I can. I am multi-streaming. Now let me see, it should be live on Twitch too. Of course I can. I am not an affiliate. I'm not bound by any form of contract. They don't pay me a damn thing, so it doesn't matter what I'm doing. When I'll have with them some sort of contract, probably I won't be able to at the same time. But at the minute, of course I can. So I've got to move that king, and f7 doesn't seem to be the right stuff. Hello, Conspiracy. Long time no sin. How's it going, brother? Welcome, welcome. Long time no sin, guys. I'm happy to have met you again. I mean, yeah, if we're looking at it, but you know, so that will be resulting in queens coming off the board, and then we're taking the bishop. But is that enough for winning for black? I'm not saying no. So you've been trying the fried liver in the London system. Dude, that's very good. This is very good. I mean, in order for you to play the fried liver, black has to play knight f6. Well, yeah, we're going to put it on the analysis board and we're going to look at this together if you want after this puzzle. Anyway, this puzzle has been compromised already. There'll be no points being added, or, they've already been taken like 11 points from us, so that's fine. That's okay. Okay, so let me just take decision. What did I play? Oh, f7 has been denied. This one doesn't feel the right one. I'm going to go f8. I'm going to go f8 because even if this were to happen, probably I would have just taken the guy. Pawn takes and then no, I don't know. Actually, I'm not fully convinced, but yeah, well. You've learned how to play the Queen's Gambit declined. For white or for black? So if you play it for black, you're going to end up in the semi-Slav. Let me go to the analysis board. For white. That's cool. So that's what you're playing for white now. And also you're alternating with the London system, right? With d4 and bishop f4 and then e3. So you said the fried liver. Oops, let me just toggle off those lines. Oh, so you play the Scandinavian for black. That's not a bad thing. I suspect you can very well play that one too. So we got the Italian game set up. And now your fried liver will only be working if black goes knight f6. So if they go knight f6, then you can go into the knight g5. Knight g5 sort of pressure on f7. Yeah, the queen shouldn't be out very, very soon. That is correct. Yeah, Scandinavian, you can play it. Of course, why not? But this is the fried liver setup. I suspect you know what's the only correct move for black to play here in this position. Otherwise, you're getting in trouble over the f7. And Nakamura played Fabiano Caruana exactly in this position, and actually we've got d7 to d5 as the only good move here for black, stopping the bishop and the knight to attack on f7. Then white takes, and black mustn't take on d5. It's just getting very, very weird, ugly, and not efficient anymore after knight takes on d5, so it's not it. They actually have to play knight a5. They got to play knight a5. Now the bishop has to decide what to do, and normally it goes on b5. That's what Nakamura played. Yes, that's in the previous sequence. Yes, if knight on f6 would have taken on d5, you would have played knight f7, and if king takes, then it's queen f3. That is correct. You are right, Conspiracy. I'm very happy you've done that. That should be resulting in, a couple of games you should be winning based on that one. If the other guys didn't study, that, would be good for you. At some point, everyone is going to look at it, which is good. Now we got to check here. Now, black pushes c7 to c6. Take on c6. They take on c6. So now white is having three main choices. You probably know the main choices, Conspiracy. If you've studied the fried liver, you know the main choices here, which is bishop a4, bishop d3, what Nakamura played versus Caruana. He did play bishop to d3. And you've also gotten the bishop on e2. I'm not looking at bishop f1 because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And there is also a fourth line with queen f3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got four branches here. You've got 4 branches. You've got bishop on a4 maintaining the attack on c6. You got bishop d3, which Nakamura had played, and bishop So yeah, of course you can do that. Of course. Bishop d3, what Nakamura had played. And now black might play all sorts of things here. Probably moving this guy. Let me think. Is this the safest one? Moving this guy probably to d5. Attacking this guy like this. Then you have to take a decision. Retreating to f3. Playing h4. There are a couple of variations here. Very, very sharp. I can't remember in the match with Caruana it happened knight d5. Then knight f3. I think that was what happened. I think that was exactly what happened. So cool stuff if you want to play the Italian game, the Knight Attack, known as. Yes, that's cool stuff. Totally. Yeah, black needs to be careful here. Black needs to be careful about the temptation take on d5 with the knight. Following this one, we are having a couple of complications here on the board straight away. And if king were to capture, then we're having this kind of ideas. It's just complicated. It's kind of bad for black now. The king has been moved. They can't be castled. They are exposed. The knight will be taken back. So that was quite a poison pawn. So that shouldn't happen for black. Yeah, so that's one little trick here that black needs to be aware of. You could, yes. In principle, you could do h3. If you're really afraid of the pin with the bishop on g4, if you're really afraid of that, you could. Yes. But now I don't think you have a very strong reason to play h3 now. You're looking at this guy. So you either contemplate the idea with knight g5, or you're just simply playing this kind of stuff. That I've highlighted here with d3, with knight c3. Looking after this guy, and then you can castle. And if you're really very uncomfortable with a possible bishop g4 pin, then yeah, okay, you could do h3 after black had played d6 or something. Then yes, you could do h3. Yes. Yep. Developing of the pieces conspiracy is absolutely paramount. You must develop your pieces, all of them, as quickly as possible. Totally. Absolutely. You should develop your pieces. You want to have a look at the stuff you played? The last game you played or something? Or play just rapids. Just do rapids. Don't do bullet. Don't do bullet. Don't do blitzes. Just play maybe 2 rapids a day. 1-2 rapids a day. You don't need to play bullet or blitz. For the mid games, that would be tactics. So that would be puzzles that come in hand. You could do tons of puzzles. Either chess.com, lead chess, chess24, aim chess, you name it. Chess base stuff, you name it. Conspiracy 1-2. So let me see if I can find you here on the archives and players and things. Conspiracy 1. Oh, I think I've seen you somewhere. Okay, the Australian flag, isn't it? Okay, cool. That the Australian? Yes, of course it is. So which one is it? Yeah, the chessable is absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So this one you've lost. Okay. Let's have a look at this one here, Conspiracy. Is this one with this guy that you've lost here? 10 moves one? Let me know. Let me know if it's the 10 move game. Is it the 10 move game? Ah, so which one you want to look at? Okay, I'm scrolling down. Is it the 31 move game? The one that you played like a week ago or something? Okay. 8 moves. Okay, let's have a look at that one. Why not? So you're playing white here. Let me just put these things like this. And let's have a look at this one. So you played black here. Your opponent starts with something very weird nowadays, d3. Okay, let me tell you an idea. If you think it's worth it, I would say if your opponent goes d3, I'd recommend for you to just go d5. And given a chance, just go e5. Just take as much space as possible and take that center. If they go d3, you're going to go d5. If they go e3, they're going to go e5. Just take as much space. Okay, fine. I don't think there is a big problem here. Now, have you noticed that actually your opponent played twice the same pawn in the opening? He now plays d4, which you should take you should take straight away and then play something like knight c6, I guess. No, it's just unnecessarily so many pawn moves. So many pawn moves. Very many weird, very many unnecessary moves in the opening. Hello, Dr. Dental. Yeah, no worries. I just ban him from the chat and stuff. So when is it, if he's coming back under username, I'm gonna ban them again. That's okay. It's not the first, and probably it's not the last. Not the first and not the last. If you ever get into streaming, you'll get probably... Doesn't matter. Wasting our time. We shouldn't even pronouncing that person's name, username. It won't matter. Just a time-wasting person, time-wasting individual. Bloody hell. Get about him. Doesn't exist. You can go someplace else. Okay, cool stuff. So let's go back to this game, Conspiracy here. So your opponent played this pawn on d3, again on d4. So, and now you play another pawn move. I think I would have probably taken on d4, and after queen takes, just knight c6. Just knight c6. Attack the queen on tempo. Probably they might have pinned, to which you unpin with bishop d7. I don't think you particularly have a big problem. Well, that's entirely up to the people, Dr. Dental. So it depends on how many folks will be joining. If it's 2, 3 people, it's not enough for the arena. We can have a friendly or two. That's okay. We can have a friendly or two. If it's like 4, 6 people interested in, I don't see why not. I'm going to go get another coffee and then we just go for the arena. That's fine. Plan is how we decide together. The plan is how we're deciding here together in a democratic attempt to generate the schedule. So, Conspiracy, if you're still there, you should have captured on d4. You're unnecessarily complicating things here. Unnecessarily. Okay, you couldn't you didn't want to take because then queen takes and you can't castle. I get that. It's weird. It's very weird. Okay, you need to do some knight c6, looks to me like. It's just, yeah, you gotta get rid of this guy. You gotta play knight c6 probably now. Okay, you fix that pawn first. You have to take. Okay, I guess you have to take. And if he plays with the knight or something, can you even make a pin? And if queen, then you're gonna play knight c6 or something. Is that even playable? I think it might be. You just okay, why did you play? Oh, you want to play a battery here, but it doesn't really work because of the f3. So I'm not sure. And there is another strangeness. You just place the queen on the same diagonal with your king. I'm not sure. In the future, you got to keep a very, very close eye to any a4, a4, bishop b5 ideas. You got to be ready to play some c6, some... It's just weird to put a queen here now. I don't know what to say about this one. I would be more reluctant. Yeah, because... Okay, so Conspiracy, that was simply you let them take you pieces. You gave them 2 pawns, and now you're chasing a queen, And they could just block with f3, winning more tempo and more pieces here in the center. I don't know what to tell you. You move the bishop and the queen like twice in the opening, refusing chances to actually vacate the space in between the king and the rook and get ready for castle. So you haven't played the minor pieces in between the king and the rook. It's just, and you've given a bunch of pawns. You have given him 2 pawns for free, and it's gonna get really tough now. Really tough. Yeah. Way too many. Yeah, you mustn't give them pawns like this. No, no, no. So here, what if we just take? You just take. They take. You keep attacking. They pin, and you do this. They still have to address the queen issue. And if they take, you're just going to play like this. And I don't think you got a problem. I think it's very, 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 very much playable at this stage. You keep playing your game. It's fine. It's okay. You just keep playing. Maze is opening. I haven't played this stuff ever. I can't remember when was last time my opponents played d3 in the opening. I don't know. But conspiracy, I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Don't move twice the same pawn in the opening. Don't move nothing twice in the opening unless you have no choice. Unless it's a super necessity. You know, but normally it isn't. You mustn't play twice in the opening, nothing. Unless you play the Alekhine defense. If you play the Alekhine defense, you are supposed to move that knight 3-4 times in the opening. That's probably one of the fewest exceptions when in an opening you must play a minor piece like 3-4 times because you will be attacked by pawns. But apart from the Alekhine defense, I can't recall any opening in which you are supposed to play so many times a piece. No. 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 Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just too many pawn moves. Too many pawn moves. I hope it's clear, conspiracy. Way too many pawn moves. And then again, let me just go back briefly. When your opponent plays d3, you just go d4. Just go e5. Take more space from them. Take more space from them. Don't go d6. Go d5 here. And guess what? If your opponent now had played the move that they did play against you, now you're going to take the pawn on e4, and they got a problem. Because if they take, you are going to take the queen and force it, you know, they won't be able to cancel afterwards. I know. It just happens to everybody. Be kind, Dr. Dental. It may happen to many folks to just simply not being able to focus a lot on that particular game. It happens. But the basic principles, the golden rules of the openings should prevent us from moving twice in the opening and not taking space when we have the opportunity. Unless you propose yourself to play some exotic defenses, what might that be? The hippo or something, in which you just willingly play only to the 6th rank, and if you wish so, yeah, then of course. Other than that, yeah, I know you do, bud. So you know something? I am going to email again the admins at chess.com, and I'm going to ask them if they could give me another form. They can issue another form in which I could just nominate the players of an arena. I'm going to ask them first if they're willing to give me 3 or maybe 6 or maybe 9 diamonds for a month at least. And I'm gonna ask them even today. I've got the email of one of the admins, and if they confirm on the next arena, I'm gonna definitely announce it. Diamond membership giveaway, and then I would be more than happy to mediate and pass over to you guys some diamond membership. Absolutely, I know what you mean, and I think you're right. Totally. In the meantime, you know, you could find some puzzles on some other platforms. And in the meantime, if you're being limited here, of course you can. So now we've got only 2 viewers, guys. So we could do a couple of more puzzles together, or maybe we can have a look. Yeah, well, they are being meant to being watched, so that would be very useful indeed. So you should be able to doing a lot of lessons, and I think it's very good. This is very good indeed. Okay, shall we have another analysis? Dr. Dental, you wanna look at some of your games you played? There's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with going and watching various internets and streamers like you've mentioned. What does that mean, account closed for abuse? What account has been closed for abuse? Okay, let's do another one. Oh, a joke. Oh, okay. In principle, yeah, we can. I think I'm gonna get another coffee just for the next 10 minutes or so. Uh, let's have a look at this puzzle here. What do we do? You know what oh, that's actually not very, very, very easy. I was tempted to say this kind of move because of this idea. But also this one is interesting. I mean, there could be quite a few ideas here. It could be Queen D8. It could be. I mean, that's quite something. Because if we do that, we protecting the knight. We're ready for playing a discovered check. We can't get checked via D3. They could do some king to F1. I'll give you that. But then we're just taking stuff from them. Hello, Strobex. Long time no seeing. How's it going? Good to see you, folks. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. So what do you think about queen to d8? Might that be the correct way to be playing here? Very good. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that you guys study. So do you think, guys, that perhaps queen to d8 might be the best way to playing here? Queen to d8. Queen to d8, queen to d8. I mean, we could take this bishop, but then black has a range of options. It's a range of options for them. Starting with check on f1, then you have to block with the queen, then they check you again, then it's a very messy one. So if you take, you've got queen to f1, you got queen taking your knight. I mean, it's just complicated. I mean, it could be many things. I think queen d8 seems to be. I know it looks a little bit strange, but you don't get checkmated. I mean, if the check were to happen here, you're just taking this guy. They check you again. You just take another one. No, I mean, wait a second. This moves, checks, moves. It's not that easy. Moves again. And where do I go? Okay, it's not very easy. Hell, it could be even king takes b2. You know, I've looked at queen to d8. I've looked at queen to b2, but I haven't paid attention to any king b2. I mean, because probably we have some discovered, and psychologically, I don't wanna do this. Thank you for confirming, Tanvi. Yeah, queen to d8. That was my first choice in the very beginning. The reason I'm just slightly hesitant now, and I'm still looking at, is because queen to f1. and then I'm taken, and then they do queen to e2. And then I'll have to move the king in such a way, but then I'm getting checked again because of the queen working together with the bishop. And then I have to move here. And then they check me again. And then where do I go? So queen d8, queen f1. Look at this one, guys. Check, right? So you have to take. Then they check you again on e2. Where are you going to go? If you go c1 or a1, you're going to get checkmated. So I don't say, so we must probably escape via a3, b4. Am I correct, guys? What do you do after queen a4 check? Where do we go? Do you go back here? Then they check you here. Where do you go? Do we just move around the bishop? Hold on a second. Queen d8, queen f1, takes, check, check, and you take the bishop. Yeah, queen d8, right? Queen d8, queen d8. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Queen d8. It must be queen d8. Okay, now we just simply take on c2. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Taking the bishop now, I guess, and that should be the end of it. We're just taking this guy. Okay. Yep. That was very nice one. Hi there, Sailor. Via kick.com. Cool stuff, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go for another puzzle then. Okay, let's look at this one here. I love these puzzles. Probably there must be some crazy move here. Well, I don't know how crazy might that be. But anyway, I'm liking this very much. I don't know if that's the right one, but I'm liking it. That's interesting. And this kind of ideas. Probably it's something to do with rook f5 and knight g3. Probably. It could be. Sorry, Conspiracy, what are you saying, brother? Usually the streams are late for me to... That's okay, man. Just stay as long as you're comfortable. You know, if you got some other commitments, obviously, not a problem. I absolutely thank you for stopping by. That's okay. Not a problem, dude. It's okay. All right. So what have we got in here? I think we need to sort of, I mean, probably this one. I mean, rook to f5 looks like the most natural way. Yeah, probably rook f5. I really want to stop this battery. So the problem with queen f7, I mean, that one must be addressed. And I reckon is rook f5. That's what feels very natural. Sure. Yeah, check on that Twitch. I just put a schedule on Twitch. So see if you can manage any of the weekdays, like evening time, UK time. That would be super cool, man. Okay, so rook f5. You guys agree with the rook f5? I mean, we got to stop the battery and queen coming down to f7, right? So rook f5 will just do that. And yeah, depends where the queen goes. Then we could apply perhaps some knight g3. So rook f5, knight g3 ideas. Exactly as I said in the very beginning. Anything else I'm not aware of? I mean, it may happen, like in the past. There are so many things. Okay, so now I think probably it's just game over. But wait a second, just the last trick here. I want to make sure. So I've got to check here. They move, and then I'm going to just take. Well, after knight g3, they could do king to g1. Is that a problem? It's not. It's just game over. Anyway, so knight. Wait a minute. Guys, there is a trickstery right at the very end. There is a trick here. I know you all probably, I mean, we might be saying knight g3, but maybe the secret is take with the rook first. And after king moves, we might be having this. I don't say knight g3 doesn't win some stuff. I think it's cool. But after, right. Bishop takes. Knight plays moves. Yeah, probably knight g3 so he can take more material all of a sudden. Knight g3. Knight g3. Yeah, probably you're right. Probably knight g3 though. Is there anything else I'm not seeing? Knight g3. Or knight g3. Has to be. Yeah, that's what I think too. It's got to be knight g3. Okay, let me just think just a bit more. Now probably takes and what? Do we do then the other rook? So, question, do we take with the rook or with the knight? That's important. Because the knight attacks the queen. The rook forces them to take with the bishop. It does. Hello, Alan. Rook f8. So, I mean, this is a subtlety here. We could take with either knight or we could take with the rook. What might be the difference and why? Knight takes, I like it. I think it's cool. It's not that forcing, though, if I may say that. I mean, it does kind of like attack the queen, right? And they have to take back with the bishop, right? So they take back with the bishop. Then I'll take, then they take, then I play. I don't, no, not in this sequence. Not in this sequence. Rook takes, bishop takes, knight takes. Nah. Forcing, yeah. I mean, knight takes f1, I pretty much like it because it attacks the queen, but the bishop will take back, definitely. Absolutely will. Then I can maybe double up rooks here. How are they going to defend? Probably dropping the other rook back. What if there's something else? Have you got... No, that can't be it, right? That can't be. Should I double up rooks now? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. So I'm oscillating in between rook takes f1 or knight takes f1. Knight takes or rook takes. One of these two. I don't think there's anything else, right? Hey, there could be something else. Have you looked at this one, guys? No, it can't be that one. Because the bishop here keeps all the stuff in place. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. Knight e2. No. It's gotta be it's gotta be knight takes f1. Knight takes f1. Bishop takes, and then we double up rooks. Then they drop the other rook on c1, and that's what it is. I mean, I think it's okay. Black should be winning here. After knight takes, black should... We don't get any checks or anything, so knight takes. Okay. Yeah, I've committed, I've decided. I think knight takes f1. Yes, and I think Strobix was absolutely correct about this one. Yes, we are up in material. That is correct, Alan. And by the way, but if you can go via Twitch, would be good stuff, Alan. Cheers, man. So yeah, we are up in material. So they will take back for sure. But if you look at the ideas that the other pawn will be dropping, then you might be having a pin on that bishop. So I think it's looking good for black with two rooks and queen versus queen and rook and bishop, and you grab another pawn. Cheers. That's okay, man. Cheers. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for visiting, Sailor. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay, people, shall we go for another puzzle, guys? We're like 4 or 5 viewers. I don't know. You're in the mood for some crazy arenas, half an hour arena, or we just do another puzzle? That's fine by me. Puzzle rush? Oh man. I've tried this morning. I barely put a 28. I barely made a 27, 28. Okay, let's see if we get like 2 more viewers or something. Let's have a look at this one here. Yeah, puzzles are awesome. I love them. FM means FIDE master. CM means candidate. You got candidate, you got FIDE, you got international master, you got grandmaster. And the unofficial super grandmaster, which means you are in the first 10 grandmasters on the planet. Something like that. That's how it goes. And they've got the online arena titles, which are not really like the over the board ones. Yeah, I'm looking at this kind of crazy ideas. Which is not that crazy after all. Of course. It's not that crazy after all. Because if rook were to take back, you do play rook on e1 with check. And frankly, taking 2 white rooks, and then you have a check, they have to take, I guess. And if they don't take, they move the king on h2. But then you are going to take the other rook, and you're doing absolutely fine. I would be inclined to say that this is the easiest puzzle of the morning. After queen takes here, I think you're doing very well with black. Rook plays, rook checks. If they take, you're gonna take with the pawn, promoting, forcing the white queen to take. Then the rook takes, and that's it. Game over. We are going to have rook versus king. Game over. Pawn e5. I haven't thought about that one, Tanvi. But I think it's a queen sack. But let me look at your idea with a5. I think it's a bit too out of the business here, because a5 doesn't, I don't think it addresses something in particular. I guess it's actually queen sacking. Looks incredibly tempting. Queen sacrifice on d1. No, that's all right, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, look, we all like do missteps and things. That's fine. No, I actually do. Thank you guys for your presence. No, it gives white a lot of initiative. They could do all sorts of things. A5 is not forcing. I think we've discussed, ladies and gents, and we said that actually it's important we playing forcing moves. So we must play something that forces our opponent. Something like this in this fashion. And now, you know, now for instance, I'm just wanna doubling up. I mean, I want to go on the e8, e1. I don't want to lose the rook, and I don't want to lose the pawn. So probably I'm going to play this, and after the check, they don't have a perpetual. I'm just going to play this, and that's it. You know, in most of the cases, Strobex, you are required to sacrifice stuff. But you can win very well without sacrificing if you play like a Tigran Petrosian type of chess, in which you are, or Botvinnik, positional, incredibly positional, and you're not risking too much, and you're keeping, you know, tighten the grip. Or you could. Wait a minute. Is this work? No, that's a no. Hey, guys, whoa. Absolutely rook h1. Absolutely rook h1. Kudos to our friend. Of course it is. Rook h1, not rook e8, e1, which probably might potentially win on long term. Might potentially win. But I think rook h1 is by far the most effective. If you want to use that objective, you can use that one too. It won't be the first one. So yeah, rook h1 looks very playable. I mean, quite forcing. I'd say forcing. That's just it. It's good stuff. I'm not. Yeah, now it's not a perpetual. That's not a perpetual. There can't be a perpetual. That's it. Game over. Yeah, I was thinking about doubling too. But actually, some puzzles are being meant precisely to being, you know, distracting, and you think, oh, okay, it's finished now. I'm just gonna do this, and Probably if I put it on the analysis board, they would confirm actually we're still winning, but I think gives white a lot of other initiative. But this one was quite forcing. Now black should be winning here. Black should be winning here. Okay, let's look up some other craziness. It's again, we gotta look for forcing moves, guys. It's gotta be forcing stuff here. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Is it that crazy? Oh, my first name is actually Soren, but upon doing my DNA test, I had the revelation that actually my ancestors are originating from 5, 6 European countries, including Norway and the Balkans, East Europe. So yes, and you know, I just said that's what it is. It's okay. It's good to do the DNA test, having a bigger picture of your ancestors and their whereabouts and stuff. Knight. So let's look at knight f3. You say knight f3 subsailor. It could be. It could be. I'm not saying no. It might be. Knight takes. Okay. Perhaps. I don't know. You've probably looked at this idea, all right? Or something like, probably. Okay, that should be safe, I guess. It could be. I don't say no. Uh, I've I've stayed in Yorkshire for a couple of years, then London from 2012. Knight takes first. Knight takes first. Knight takes first. Knight f3, you mean? You mean knight f3? I'm very much inclined to say that's the case. Okay, let's think about this one just a bit. Is there any other craziness we're not aware of? What about, okay, I mean, I don't say no. I don't say no. But let me just look at other ideas. Again, I don't say it's not the right one, knight f3. We have to look in depth. But if I take this guy, well, this is so complicated. It is complicated. Knight f3 hits the queen and hits the king. This is forcing move. So knight takes on f3 is pretty much as forcing as it can get, because I know it just looks too good to be true, right? I mean, knight f3, although it's the only move that actually does forcing white to react to it. It's a check and it's a fork on the queen. So pawn must take. Now, I don't know if bishop should take immediately. I don't think the bishop should take immediately. If it's knight f3 after pawn takes, I don't think we gotta take, I guess. Although makes a lot of sense. Okay, have we looked at this crazy rook g4? What do you think about rook g4, guys? Is that doable? Or it's a complete nonsense? I don't know. I have to look at this. Strobex proposes bishop f3. Interesting. Bishop f3. Actually, he proposes bishop f3. Bishop f3. Probably. Well, if bishop f3, that's a very beautiful idea, Strobex. After bishop f3, actually, pawn can't really take. So that's a very, very, very cool order. Bishop f3. I think you might be right, Sailor. I think Strobeck's bishop f3 makes a ton of sense, because the bishop is pretty much untouchable because of the fork. So bishop f3 also stops the rook and does more. It hits the knight. twice. So bishop f3. Yeah, rook g4 doesn't feel the right move very much. It's interesting, but it's no follow-up. Bishop f3, I think it's very cool. Okay, let me spend a couple of more seconds after rook g4, queen h3. What's the stuff here? Hell, is it rook g2? Just saying. What? That can't be this. I mean, bishop f3 makes a lot of sense. Like, a lot of sense. And I would tend to agree with, who said, Strobeck said bishop f3, and I think he might be right. I think he might be absolutely right. But is this too crazy? Rook takes g2, bishop takes... I mean, what am I... Nah, it can't be this. This is nonsense. Right? Is rook g2 that nonsense, guys? I mean, is it stronger? Is rook g2 stronger than bishop takes f3? Is this one stronger? Yeah, it's just wrong, isn't it? It's just wrong. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think it's good. No, no, no. I shouldn't be moving the rook. Okay, I'm only contemplating bishop f3. I think that's the only stuff. Takes material, stops rook d1, attacks h5 twice, and can't be touched by nothing. This is it. This bishop f3. Strobeck's idea, I think, is absolutely right. Knight f3? Bishop f3 is quite cool. I don't know. Tanvi, what do you say if you're still there? Dr. Dental, you say knight f3. Sub Sailor, bishop. Sailor, what do you think? Is it bishop f3? Strobeck said bishop f3, and I think he's right. I think he might be right. Okay, I have to say I didn't look at all at this. I didn't even waste any... I mean, I didn't look at all. Knight d3, bishop takes, queen takes. This is nothing. This one is going to fall. Tanvi suggests knight f3 as well. So after the g takes f3, Tanvi, what do? You take with the bishop, right? And then probably they're going to start trading off pieces somehow. I think bishop takes f3 wins a piece and it cannot be taken back. Now, we might have the shock that neither bishop f3 or knight f3. But hey, that is why I was interested in ideas like rook g4, but there's no follow-up. Rook g5, that doesn't make any sense. No, it's got to be something bishop f3. Bishop f3, so ladies and gents, bishop f3 takes a minor piece. It just takes material. This is no joke. You are taking a full piece. And that's about... It's not a checkmate. I don't... This is not a checkmate. No, that's just crazy. No, bishop f3. Bishop f3, queen f6, knight f8. No, we're just winning big time after bishop f6. Sorry, bishop f3. I think I'm going to play just bishop f3. And yeah, the fault is mine if it doesn't work. But it should be working, bishop f3. It can't be anything else than bishop f3. Is there any other stuff? That doesn't make any sense. It must be. Bishop f3, queen f6, queen takes, knight takes, king f6, gf3. What? Bishop f3. Queen f6, check. F6, knight takes, king takes. Okay, you got a point. So after bishop takes, they take queen takes f6, queen takes, knight takes, king takes, pawn takes, 9 plays, check. And the question is, what have we gotten? Good point, Sailor. Good point. Bishop takes, right? But queen takes f6, check. You must take with the queen. Knight takes, hitting your rook. You must take. Then they take your guy and you take. You're going to have knight versus bishop. You're going to have knight versus bishop. And after bishop g2, you are in an almighty pin. What? No, wait a second. The rook is here. We can't have any issue with the bishop on g2. I'm deluding. So bishop f3 should be absolutely fine. Bishop f3, queen takes, knight takes, king takes. They take and I'll take. Okay, they can't play bishop g2. But the position, I think it's better for black. Is it? It's sort of trapped. Sort of trapped. I mean, probably bishop can play e2. So, Sailor, after bishop e2, what's the problem? You've got to move your knight. It's not trapped. You have to move your knight after bishop e2. Knight f3, g takes, bishop takes, and you're attacking this guy. I'll give you that. Queen takes, this takes, and this takes. What have you gotten? Danvi suggests knight on f3 is better because instead of bishop f3, knight not gonna be 3. Knight f3, g takes f3. Oh, absolutely. How many minutes have we spent on this one? 12. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, if this was a real from a real game, I think you would have thought about this one for quite a few. Probably you would have gone with bishop f3 already. I mean knight f3 or bishop f3. Okay, tell me again, what does knight f3 obtain? Okay, this guy is free-ish. I mean, what the bishop is, but then queen takes, knight takes, king takes. What's okay? The bishop. Okay, bishop f3. You're forking the rook and knight, and there's no way to say both. Yeah, I get it. Knight f3 takes. Oops, takes. Hitting the rook. Yes. Yeah. Knight f3. Knight f3. Which, by the way, was the first move I was thinking, but then I just deviated towards some other fantasies. I've got lost in my own self-hypnosis. Oh, bloody hell. Bishop takes f3. Ugh. And after we spend 12 minutes, now our opponent plays the sneaky bishop c4, which probably we take it like this. Jesus. Whoa. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Crazy. Bishop f3, knight f3 was the very first move I was just... So if this was a blitz, I would have played bishop knight f3 in a blitz. If this was from a blitz... No, that's just... if you manage to pull some clarity of mind, I think you may be very well going well beyond 1500s. Dr. Mental, Dr. Dental. So don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in self-labeling. You know, sometimes you could have a ton of clarity. Isn't it happening to you to watching the Super Grandmasters and actually to be able to very much anticipate quite a fair decent amount of moves that these guys are playing? Well, you felt it was, yeah. You probably you felt in the beginning. You felt an intuition. You just had to make sure that actually is the correct one. Sometimes the instinct might be wrong. So sometimes your instinct might be wrong. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do one more puzzle, then we're gonna wrap it up for now. If you guys okay, let's push one more time. Then we're gonna be pausing it, ladies and gents. Um, Oh, the rook was hit now. We're gonna go back, I think. I think it's been saved in the archive. We can go back and see that stuff. Okay, let's pull it one more time here. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, this is a nice one. Probably it has to do with simply e3. This is a really nice one. This is a nice one. We mustn't do nothing with this stuff. We probably have to push the pawn. Because when they promote on h8, we are not in check. Actually, even if they take the bishop, we mustn't take it back because they will be promoting and checking. Guys, look at the subtlety here. We're going to push the pawn. They're going to take the bishop. We are not going to touch the bishop. We are going to take on f2 because the white king can't move towards. If we take the super poison bishop, we will be in trouble because white promotes on h8. White promotes on h8 and they check the king, which was just capturing a few seconds ago on c3. Well, if I push e3 and if they take, that's another business we have to deal with. So e3 seems and feels the right move to play. If f were to capture, I think, could I take? They take, I push, they stop. No, that's a disaster. e3, f takes. Okay, let's just think about this one for a second. So that works in the eventuality bishop g7 takes on c3. That works with this and this, I guess. Hello, Flavio. If we do e3 and if white takes f2 captures on e3 though, what do we do next? King d3 makes sense. King goes here and I'm going to play this, ensuring that actually I am going to promote. Yes, 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 yes. You are correct. Both of you, Tamvi and Sailor, you guys are spot on with this one. The beginning is e3, and if f captures, king d3, guaranteeing the pawn safety to promotion. If we play e3 and white captures on c3, do you guys recommend we take or we capture on f2? Just asking. Probably we capture on f2. If they do h7, we're going to promote and pretty much that's it. And that's it. No, we don't take the bishop. We don't take the bishop. I don't think we take the bishop. Because they will be promoting with check. No, king g2 can't really be played. So it's got to be e3. It's got to be e3. It's got to be e3. And yeah, there you go. White just took on e3. Now we got to play this. When they take the bishop... Wait. Do I have to play king d3? Or do I push the pawn? No, I have to play king d3 because then they're going to get too closer. King d2, king d2. No, king d3, king d3. It must be king d3. Hey, we came to see the same idea. We don't take this guy. We're gonna go here. What do you think, Tanvi, Sailor? Do we do f2 or do we capture the bishop? Personally, I'm inclined to say f2 because I want to promote. And if king comes closer, I'm going to play this. Yeah, that's exactly right, guys. Tanvi, Dr. Dental, and Soup Sailor. f2, and the queen is guaranteed in 2 moves. Bingo. Absolutely bingo. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That was a puzzle rating of 2891. Ladies and gents, if you can see it on the screen, let me just move stuff around here. Oh, yeah, you can read it, absolutely. There's a 2891 puzzle rating. Nice one. Nice one. Absolutely very, very nice one here. That was amazing puzzle here. Superb. All right, so guys, should I say that I thank you very much for your presence? Subsailor, Tamvi, Dr. Dental, who was here, Strobex, Flavio. I absolutely super appreciate, guys. Um, would I see you again tomorrow evening, people, or Tuesday evening, Monday evening? I'm gonna do this one definitely. Thank you, Strobex. Very nice seeing you again, brother, and very nice to have met you, Tamvi. Awesome ideas. Very insightful ideas. Absolutely, Alan. I'm going to see you later, bud. Exactly as we have agreed, exactly as we discussed. And ladies and gents, tomorrow evening, 6:30 p.m. UK time, if you are available, we could definitely pull another puzzle or maybe some arena. Maybe we can play one, against each other. Okay. Have a wonderful Sunday, everyone. Um, Tomorrow evening, see you back. And I'm very, very happy to have met you people. Cheers. Thank you.